Assalamu alaikum. This is Sujoud Awais, Palestinian researcher and journalism. First of all, I am so grateful for you to give me this chance to participate in this conference. I will start talking about my paper. It's about the future of UNRWA in light of Israeli measures to dismantle it. Okay. So, as all of us know, at the end of 1948, the United Nations General Assembly proclaimed the establishment of UNRWA as a UN agency for Palestinian refugees to give them emergency relief and employment. Since then, UNRWA's rules and its relation with the Palestinians, Israeli occupation, and donor countries have overlapped to intensify in the face of the occupation attempt to dismantle it through this genocide. As a result of the stalled peace process and Palestinians' rejection for virtual solution for refugee return, UNRWA's rules has transformed or enlarged from a humanitarian organization to a social incubator for Palestinians, while Israeli occupation began plans to demolish the UNRWA. Since mid of 2015, with efforts to instigate and pressure the U.S. Against UNRWA. The research problem it's about the attempt to about the UNRWA's future and its role in light of Israeli measures taking starting with the genocide of of Palestinian people. And also the problem, the research attempts to investigate UNRWA's situation at the Palestinian and international level in light of the ongoing Israeli attack, and as well as its financial, international, and humanitarian impact on UNRWA. The research question is about what are Israeli military, political, and diplomatic steps to demolish UNRWA, what are the humanitarian, international, and legal implications of Israeli occupation's action on UNRWA's future, and the last one, what is UNRWA's strategy to counter the Israeli occupation's attempt to demolish it. That is about the research importance. It is the research evaluate whether the Israeli genocide successful to dismantle UNRWA after a year of start the genocide, and this study is important because it's provide insight into the organization's future and its services that it services to more than 5 million Palestinians refugees. The methodology of this study, it's three types: the historical approach, the forward-looking approach, and the qualitative approach. And we have a random sample of 25 studies within the time frame that focus on the current period of Gaza Strip war. The genocide started from 7th of October 2023 until this October from this year, 2024. As we know, UNRWA and through the Israeli war on Gaza Strip, the Israeli start targeting UNRWA from the beginning. And it is resumed its old agenda to dismantling UNRWA by accusing it of contributing the Al-Aqsa flood operation. And the thing that within a few days, more than 20 funding countries announced they will cut their providing aid and their donors to the agency. targeting UNRWA by the occupations in this current war is not new. It's started since the war of 2014 and 2021. But this time is using a strategy, we call it, the researcher Ayat Hamdan call it securitization, by accusing UNRWA of carrying out military actions against Israeli through its employees in the way that affects Israeli national security. On the other hand, UNRWA funding crisis was short-lived after the Israeli narrative was exposed as false when some UNRWA staff after they arrested by the occupation forces, after they were released, they confirmed that they have been tortured by Israeli occupation to say that they are participate on Al-Aqsa flood. The findings about the Israeli measures to dismantling UNRWA, about the Israeli military actions, there is more than 170 arrests against UNRWA institutions and buildings, including schools, clinics, training centers, food or medications stores. And this results to death of over than 700 Palestinian refugees and injured of more than 1,379 Palestinians. And it is about more than 350 attacks on UNRWA facilities, which cause more than 70 of 13,000 local staff in the Gaza Strip were displaced. And about the Israeli political action, the Israeli procedure began later after the military trials and to response to UNRWA's involvement in the reporting of the humanitarian situation in Gaza Strip to the International Criminal Court at the beginning of this year. Earlier on this year, also Israeli lawmaker submitted legislation to close UNRWA offices and prevent them from carrying out their work. And the Israeli parliament, the Knesset, passed a bill classifying UNRWA as a terrorist organization at the first reading and the third reading. Also, the resolution, this legislation will end the relation between Israeli and UNRWA and end the agreement in 1967 between the UNRWA and the Israeli to continue their work in the Palestinian occupations area and for the Palestinian people. About the Israeli measures to the Israeli international measures, for Israel continue its measures, especially in Europe Union country, and that results more than 18 countries cutting their contributions to UNRWA at the first step. Then they continue it later. And also the international campaign targeting Western country is based on the need to end UNRWA and replace it with the World Food Program or World Health Organization or any international organization. The impact of Israeli actions, the humanitarian impact is unable to pay a salary for 30,000 of UNRWA staff, 13 from them in Gaza Strip, and close 120 of UNRWA facilities and more than 29 schools. Displacement more than 80 of Gaza population, and most of them refugees, and killed about 226 UNRWA employees and attacked more than 350 UNRWA facilities. And the legal impact of Israeli action, this will affect on financial crisis and weakening the international reputation of UNRWA and its report. And banning UNRWA means more than 1.5 million Palestinians in West Bank and also in Gaza will excluded from UNRWA services, and weakening the credibility of the report of UN agencies, especially UNRWA, and violate the international law, which obliges the international community and the member to assist the United Nations to the best of their ability in any action. The future scenarios for the UNRWA. The UNRWA now facing several future scenarios. First of one, the agency, the expulsion of the agency from the Palestinian territories, the West Bank and Gaza, which would make the livelihoods and the services of millions of Palestinians. It is a responsibility for the occupying power, the Israeli occupation, but on the other hand, it will become, their life will become more miserable. Other scenario that UNRWA is maybe forced by the occupation to change its program, policies and definition for the Palestinian refugees. Maybe this will cause to make the refugees of the Palestinian less for the UNRWA definition. And on another scenario, it's about the Palestinian themselves regarding to the fact that UNRWA is unable and transform full, it's unable to transform full salary for its staff. And in that case, the Palestinian, they have to find another way to live and another way to continue their life and their education and their organization to support themselves. The conclusion, despite the size of darkness and the blurring of the scenes and the conspiracy that target everything related to Palestinian survival, there are lights on the horizon, I hope so. Entitled that UNRWA is still an expression of the responsibility of the international community of the occupation of Palestine. And that is continuation even as a crust guarantees for the Palestinians the continuation of their right of return. And so the only way to dismantle it completely will be through the implementation of its rights, the Palestinian rights of return. That's everything. I hope you can understand my paper through my voice and my going voice. Thank you very much for everything, and thank you for your listening. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.